Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, please place your cell phones in the off or vibrate position to ensure no distracting noises or interruptions will take away from fully honoring our students tonight. Please remain standing, or everybody please stand at this time and remain standing until the conclusion of our presentation of colors by our Jonesboro High School JROTC cadets, Pledge of Allegiance, and the singing of the national anthem.
May everyone please say the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which we stand, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated at this time. I am Ms. Charmin Johnson, Assistant Superintendent for Cluster D, and it is with great pleasure that I welcome you to the Clayton County Public Schools 2023 Winter Commencement Ceremony. As a school district, we are building a better tomorrow today, and we are proud to celebrate the success of our students. Our students have worked hard to reach this milestone, and we honor their commitment and dedication to earning a high school diploma. We acknowledge our candidates for graduation in a manner for all to see and hear. Therefore, we request that the audience refrain from catcalls, loud noises, inappropriate standing and taking of pictures, and other behaviors that will be a distraction to our special guests and the graduating seniors of Clayton County Public Schools. Again, welcome to our 2023 Winter Commencement Ceremony.
Good evening. I am Mrs. Stephanie Trice, the proud principal of Charles Drew High School, and it is with great pleasure that I recognize our distinguished guests this evening. Please stand to be recognized as your name is called. First, I'd like to recognize Ms. Jessie Goree, our chair of the school board, Mr. Benjamin Straker, vice chair board member, Ms. Jasmine Bowles, board member, Mr. Mark Christmas, board member, Ms. Victoria Williams, board member, Ms. Sabrina Hill, board member, Ms. Mary Baker, board member, Ms. Beatrice D. Haney, board member, Dr. Anthony Smith, interim superintendent, Dr. Douglas Hendricks, senior deputy superintendent, chief of staff, Dr. Delphia Young, deputy superintendent of teaching, learning, and strategic improvement, Dr. Ralph Simpson, Deputy Superintendent of Administrative Services, and Dr. Keith Colbert, Chief of Student Services. Mr. Derek Manning, Interim Assistant Superintendent, Cluster C. Mr. Lonnie Farmer, Interim Assistant Superintendent, Cluster B. Dr. Timothy Guiney, Assistant Superintendent, Cluster A. Ms. Charmin Johnson, Assistant Superintendent, Cluster D. And our high school principals, Dr. Kim Dancy, Forest Park High School, Ms. Felicia Brown, Jonesboro High School, Mr. Rodney Jordan, Lovejoy High School, Dr. Pamela Pitts, Morrow High School, Mr. Melvin Blocker, Mount Zion High School, Dr. Shedrick Barber, Mundy's Mill High School, Dr. Lorraine Lambert, North Clayton High School, Ms. Jamil Miller Brown, Riverdale High School, Dr. Terry Young, Eula Perry Career Academy, and myself, Ms. Stephanie Trice, Charles Drew High School. Thank you for your dedication and continued support of Clayton County Public Schools.
Good evening, everyone. I have the privilege of introducing our commencement speaker for tonight. Our speaker was born in Savannah, Georgia, and is the city's hometown hero. He was recently awarded with the keys to the city, and they've also named a day after our speaker. Our speaker matriculated through the Savannah-Chatham County public school system, where he attended and graduated from Jenkins High School. And guess what? His mom was a well-respected math teacher at Jenkins High School. While at Jenkins, his athletic ability flourished. Our speaker earned a college scholarship to Alabama A&M University because of his good grades and also because of his athletic prowess. During his tenure at Alabama A&M University, our speaker had the great fortune to be a two-sport athlete. Did you hear me? He was a two-sport athlete, excelling in both football and basketball. He went on to earn a Bachelor of Science degree in physical education with a concentration in sports management. After college, our speaker entered the NFL draft and went on to play and was selected as an undrafted free agent with the Washington Redskins. He later went on to play with the Los Angeles Chargers, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the New Orleans Saints. He later signed with the Canadian Football League's Saskatchewan Roughriders and remained until December 2022. Wow, that's what I call living your dream. Now that you have heard how our speaker accomplished his goal of becoming a professional athlete, let's talk about how he's paying it forward. Our speaker established the Undefeated Warrior Foundation to give back to his community. Now what he does is he puts on annually a sports camp to empower our youth. He has a football camp during the summer in July where he empowers students to develop skills of character education, social skills, and sportsmanship, also enhancing their athletic ability. During the off season, our speaker hosts several charitable events to ensure that families in his community don't go hungry. One event in particular that I'd like to mention is the Thanksgiving Turkey Drive, giving away hundreds of turkeys to needy families. It brings me great joy to introduce our speaker, Anthony Michael Lanier II. He is the Undefeated Warrior. Let's give him a hand as he comes.
Let's give another round of applause. That was a wonderful introduction. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for having me. My name is Anthony Lanier II. I am from Savannah, Georgia, and I am a professional athlete as well. Welcome to your next day in life. For you graduates, it's going to be a long road ahead of you, but you have been given the tools to succeed in life, whether you know it or not. When I was in your shoes not so long ago, it felt like it would be forever before I got to the point I'm at now. I remember the things that I was told as I was growing up, that I wasn't going to amount to anything. I remember that I was told that I wasn't not going to be able to go to college. I remember when even I was told that I would not be able to play sports in college. And every time I heard that, a little bit of a brick came into my heart because I felt like it was trying to weigh me down to not succeed or grow. But I used those bricks to stack them to lead my way to where I am today. I took my time, I understood the process that I had to take. You're always gonna have obstacles that come up in your life, but you have to remember your faith and your teaching, whether it comes from an actual teacher, whether it comes from a coach, whether it comes from the mailman coming in there to tell you, hey, don't go in the street when I come by. Those little learning processes that you go through in life mean so much more as you get older. Because of the characteristics that I was around growing up as a child, it became able to come out into fruition as I am standing here before you today. From the neighborhood watch being one of my grandfathers, and also Miss Dorothy Pelote from Savannah, Georgia, who watched me grow and watched me move throughout the neighborhood of Carver Heights in West Savannah, Georgia. As I became older, I started to realize things were not as the same as they were as I was at a younger age. There was no longer mom being there just to say, here goes the money for this, or hey, Dad, can you take me here to go here? Or, hey, I don't feel like doing this, but now I have to because I'm an adult. But I remember that because I was so nice to people, that I smiled, that I was so loving to people, that I also had people that would be willing to help me along this journey, whether it be from the workouts that I put in before I went into the NFL draft, where, yes, I stayed in the Motel 6 before the NFL draft for 3 months. I made sure that I knew that the hard work and dedication that I was putting in at that time also reciprocated the hard work and dedication that my adults and my teachers in life had reciprocated me all through my life. And the best way to make them proud was by continuing to make more of what we call the paper. And when I say the paper, most people will always think about money, but what I think about with paper is what I put in the article, for the next child to read, for the next parent to read, for the next person to read, to understand that also you can be anything you want to be in life as well. But it takes hard work and dedication. You pick something, you put your mindset to it, and you actually do the hard work. Sometimes we take shortcuts in life, but as adults, we can't take shortcuts in life. Go ahead and take the advantage of understanding the knowledge that you have in front of you. You're going to remember those days that you walked through the high school halls. You're going to remember those days of when you forgot your homework and you didn't have it to turn into the teacher. But as you're getting older, remember those things and say, I will not be another one that happens to. I will not have another day as that. I will not let what my life is about to endure defeat me. And that's how I came up with the name, Undefeated Warrior. Now, the warrior part comes from me from Jenkins High School because we were the Warriors, you know, got to give them a shout out. But as well as everything that we did, it became a mindset of mine to be the best. Not just, oh, I'm going to compete, but I want to be the top person at everything I do. And if I can't get to the top, I'm going to give it my all until I break and not make it. Because they would never say I did not put the effort in. Because one thing about effort is the price of admission. And once you put the admission in and you get accepted into it, it's hard to shake because it becomes your day-to-day. And you can't see it all the time because you're living in it. But just know that everybody who knows, everybody who loves you, they're watching and they're supporting you 110% all the time. And as long as you keep God and your faith, there's no magnitude of what you can do. Remember your people, connect with them, hard work pays off. And I thank you all for having me tonight.
First, we'd just like to thank Mr. Lanier for those awesome and impactful words of encouragement to our CCPS students. That's even something that I'm taking with me. Remember that effort is the price of admission. That's very powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the presentation of the candidates. Yes, sir. Martin Ragsdale. Diana Clausen. Angel Ritchie. Abigail Carroll. Julian Sanchez. Jasmine Davis. Sean Newton Jr. Serenity Miscali. Desiree Lee. Joseph Bowden. Pedro Santos. Ariana Ruiz. LaDerrick Roberson. Tiffany Singleton. Jordan Wangus. Amari Robinson. Dominique Williams. Jade Clark. Makai Champion. Asia Brown. Cordarius Brooks. Jessica Prigioni. Daryl Johnson. Eric Martinez Juarez. Layla Martin. Jakaya Pope. Maget Mbe. Khalil Porter. Amarian Medlock. Shantae Moore. Taylor Lewis. Elazar Hayes. Tanisha Ross. Mikhail Victor Tom. Abdusel Anaya. Shedrick Jackson. Elijah Henderson. Patrick Morris Jr. Maurice Boykin. Eternity Miller. Laura Martinez Ramirez. Brian Velasquez. Edward O'Horte. Kimberly Navarro. Brielle Joseph. Shaquavion Woodard. Chris Salazar. Manuel Garcia. Carlos Gonzalez. Daniel Odeye. Jonathan Martinez Vidales. Damian Hunt. Sadi Sharma. Lilith Payne. Warren Gibson. Tanasa Roberts. Colin Malone. Ronell Wheaton Jr. Amari Watkins. Jaja Gray. Destiny Vaughn. Yaharia Page. Joshua Mosley. Keelis Carruthers. Elisa Tavalin. Terius Thomas. Muhammad Zafar Al-Hassan. Sequoia Whiteside Buckner. Giselle Nunez. Randy Navarrete. Terry Pless. Todd Sahota. David Rogers. DeMarcus Briscoe. Jacody Pollard. My Love Grimsley. Zamaria Brown. Terrence Parker Jr. Cesar Vasquez. Prentice Ham Jr. Jade Lopez. Micaiah Williams. Francois Connor. Keith McQuarrie Jr. Carion Lott. Michaela Moss. Caden Rios Banagis. Neasha Hamilton. Makia Tylinda Moss. Prosper Twizama. Escobedo Fatimama Di Fati. I'm sorry. Lorenta Gober. Arabia Brown. All right, appreciate it.
Members of the Board of Education, I, Dr. Anthony Smith, Interim Superintendent of Clayton County Public Schools, do hereby certify that the seniors seated before us have met the current requirements for graduation for the state of Georgia and Clayton County Public Schools. It is with great honor that I recognize the Clayton County Public Schools winter graduation class of 2023. This class has all the rights and privileges granted to any other graduate from Clayton County Public Schools. Congratulations, graduates. You may now turn your tassel.